Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Roush, and welcome back to the Pokemon Speedruns Draft League. This is going to be my Week 7 Team Builder versus the New England Mudkips. So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about my team. Zygarde 50%, Tangrowth, Sylveon, Empoleon, Claydol, Shuckle, Mega Gallade, Crobat, Incineroar, Xurkitree, and Greninja. Xurkitree and Crobat have done literally nothing. They've been brought to 2 matches, but one hasn't been sent out, and the other has basically only taunted a Ferrothorn into submission. That's it. So, that pretty much sums up my team in a nutshell. I have a whole bunch of sweepers who've been doing a lot of work. I've been sacking Incineroar and Sylveon left and right, and Claydol too, to be honest. Claydol's not that great Pokemon. But, you know what? Hey, we are 5-1 on these seasons, so any way you can get them, you will take them. So that is my team for this week, and I am facing off against Ranger Squid and the New England Mudkip. Kyurem-Black, Bisharp, Politoed, Espeon, Blaziken, Gourgeist, Mega Swampert, Skarmory, Zeraora, Quillfish, and Slurpup. This team is scary. Kyurem-Black is an incredibly powerful wall breaker and very bulky-ass motherfucker, too. Bisharp is another terrifying sweeper type, especially with the Sucker Punch, so I gotta be really careful around it. Politoed sets the rain. Espeon chunks from the special side. Blaziken deals damage, but is revengeable. Gourgeist tanks hits for days, especially because Zygarde is on my team. I almost expect Gourgeist to be brought just because it deals with Zygarde incredibly well. If you consider its defensive typing and the fact that it has Will-O-Wisp. Mega Swampert, pretty good mon. Swift Swim Sweeper, can be bulky, but, you know, he's got a Politoed, so Rain Element exists. Skarmory, very wall type. Sets hazards, taunts, phases, doesn't do entirely too much damage, but it is an incredibly annoying Pokemon. Zeraora, very fast electric type, gets decent coverage, but can be prone to chipping because it doesn't have the greatest defenses in the world. 88, 75, 80 is not the greatest, so if you manage to just keep pressure up on it, you should be just fine against it. Quillfish. I hate Quillfish. It is a powerful Pokemon. It's got pretty decent type coverage versus my team, especially when paired with a Mega Swampert. Rain is incredibly good versus my team with those 2 mons. And Slurpup is an underrated mon hiding. Thing gets sticky webs. Enough said. So Thing gets sticky webs. It can sweep if I'm not paying an ounce of attention. This is just a really bizarre team to build against. And quite frankly, you could bring any combination of mons. So I tried this week because I couldn't end up beating everything at the same time. I tried my best to beat as many things as I could at a time. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I am bringing this week. So the first one you'll notice is going to be Empoleon. So this is my merchandising this week. Flash Cannon, Defog, Scald, Stealth Rock. This thing is designed to chunk Kyurem-Black into submission, set up Stealth Rocks, defog Skarmory hazards away, set up Scalds, maybe try and get burns on some things here and there. I'm just really nervous for this matchup. Kyurem-Black is a threat. Bisharp is a threat. Empoleon can have a decent matchup. As you can see, I'm relatively physically bulky. But if he starts bringing like both of those mons and Blaziken, Empoleon's not going to have the world's greatest time. So I need to be incredibly careful of how I deal with his team overall, because they're just things on top of things on top of things that threaten me. Next Pokemon that I'm bringing is going to be the Tangrowth, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Focus, Blast, Protect. Yes, this does leave me very, very vulnerable to the grass monster, the Gourgeist, but this will ensure that Tangrowth can deal with stuff like the Bisharp, can set up seeds pretty much all over the team, with the exception of Gourgeist. So just basically, Tangrowth is going to be getting chip on as many physical attackers as possible, because I really need them weakened in order to get to my my sweeper types this week. Next up, we're bringing is the Schwartz. So, because Ranger Squid has so many very good physical attackers, I felt like having something that could increase my longevity on my team was a good option, especially in the last attacking slot on Sylveon, because I couldn't think of anything else that I wanted to put there. And if you're using a Reflector Light Clay, or Light Screen, you might as well toss a Light Clay on it, especially because we're doing Wish Protect anyway. So, Wish Protect is there for my longevity. Hyper Voice is there to deal as much damage as possible. Hits Kyurems behind subs, so I'm not as threatened by that. So Sylveon can deal with Kyurem-Black, but I just am really scared for what stuff like Bisharp can do to this Pokemon. So that's why I have Reflect. I just need trying to be as careful as I can around all of these scary sweepers that Ranger Squid possesses, so that I can get to my more endgame type mons. Now, a huge problem so far, if you've noticed, is stuff that's already in the rain. So I'm actually bringing a Choice Scarf Greninja this week. Now, the only thing that Greninja is unable to outspeed with a Choice Scarf is a Jolly Quillfish in the rain. That's the only thing that this Greninja will not outspeed. So, if he's Adamant, I outspeed. That's what my investment is to outspeed Adamant rain-boosted Quillfishes. Grass Knot is there for the Mega Pert. U-Turn is there for momentum. Hydro Pump is there to do as much damage as possible, just in case we're in a Last Mon Greninja type scenario. And Extra Sensory is there because it one-hit KOs Quillfish after Stealth Rocks if he is running an offensive type variant. So Greninja is there to kind of shut down rain once it gets going, but it does leave it kind of weak to mons like Bisharp. So I do need to be very careful about that. And I don't think I outspeed a Blaziken who has Agility. I think I don't. I might want to look into that, because if he runs like an Agility Blaziken, I don't want to get caught flat-footed. But anyway, there's that. On the flip side, I have the ability to stall out rain with Xurkitree here. I kind of want to lead with this Mon because it has a great matchup against Skarmory and has a great matchup against Politoed. I can set up a Protect and start throwing my Thunderballs around. Yeah, that's right. I combine them. Thunderbolt and Energy Ball. Protect is there so I can get extra leftovers, recovery, scout, and also stall out rain at the same time. Speed is there so that I outspeed Blaziken. Yes, so that I outspeed Blaziken that is not running any investment. Also outspeed Skarmory, Adamant Quillfish, Max Speed Pert, etc. So that's Xurkitree this week. So far, I'm a team that's still incredibly weak to the Gourgeist, and that is all part of my plan, because, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Zygarde. Subcoil is coming back this week. I have the leftovers on it this time. Coil just sets up all over Gourgeist. Substitute 1000 Arrows Extreme Speed and Coil. Now, granted, Gourgeist resists all these moves. I get it. But once I start coiling, he can't break my sub. Seed Bomb will not break my sub if he's a defensive version once I get up to +1. And because it's Coil, I get defense and attack boost at the same time, so Foul Play's power doesn't change. So basically, Zygarde is free to get as many Coil boosts as it wants in front of the Gourgeist, and I feel like that is my best way to victory because Zygarde is so broken with its coverage. Now, granted, this speed is slower than Blaziken. I get it. I might change... Actually, you know what? We might as well change that investment right now. Boom, now we're faster than Blaziken. Yay! Just a little less bulky. Oh, that's a problem. How do I want to do that? Yeah, it's a problem because now Gourgeist has a chance to break my sub. Turn 1. We'll take it out of here. Having that extra attack would be fun, but I'd much rather keep my substitutes up. because I needed 64 HP for that. Alright, now we outspeed Blaziken. Cool. We're not as powerful as we used to be because we lost 3 on the physical attack. But, you know what? We pumped it all into speed, so now we're in a better speed tier. Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll run with that. Anyways, that's going to be my team for this week. Subcoil, Barf, Fizdef, Tangrowth, Fizdef, Sylveon, Fizdef, Empoleon, Subprotect, Xurkitree, and Scarfgren. I hope this ends up working out. Honestly, there's just so many things that Ranger could bring that I don't know exactly what to do about it. But anyways, I will see you guys later, either today or tomorrow with our match. Roush is out. Peace.